Well, do you know what it means to just experience a pregnancy loss and even in the healing process be thinking about trying to conceive again? You know, at this point, this pregnancy loss victim is just feeling like, I wish I had my baby. I wish I could bring my baby home. The baby that they had is the baby they are currently looking for. And you're just telling them that they can try again. It is not in the right approach. It's not the right words for you to tell somebody. There, welcome to Treasures Unspoken. My name is Gloria and I'm delighted to have you on this brand. If it's your first time watching Treasures Unspoken, let me invite you to this channel. We are a brand that provides psychosocial support to pregnancy loss victims and creates awareness to the society against this kind of loss and any other grief. We are truly delighted to have you this far, and we request that you subscribe so that anytime we post any of our videos, you can come and watch. For regulars, I truly am delighted to have you keeping tabs with my channel and even just working with us through this journey. Thank you for your support. I do not take it for granted, and I kindly just appreciate all that you do. Thank you for keeping this space active and even working with us on this journey. So the last two episodes we have been talking about the statements that hurt when you think you're trying to comfort somebody and you say something in the name of maybe helping them grieve, but in the long run you end up hurting them. Today we'll just do a conclusion of that and maybe summarizing some of the key things that you're supposed not to say when helping or comforting a pregnancy loss victim. So let's dive in. First of all, I've interacted with people who have said that it wasn't a big deal when you're trying to comfort a pregnancy loss victim. You know what this means? Negating the fact that they had a pregnancy and trying to tell them that a baby. You know, the moment you start saying this to somebody who has just gone through a miscarriage, a pregnancy loss, and especially a loss that happens when the mother was still in the first trimester, maybe because their bump wasn't showing because they hadn't made even public to the society that maybe they were expecting, and you just tell them it wasn't a baby yet. This statement doesn't sit well with pregnancy loss victims anytime you tell them this, because they had dreams for this baby, and regardless of the loss that they went through, what they experienced, it's not in your right, it's not in your place to just tell somebody it wasn't a baby yet, because, well, would you prefer somebody goes through a loss that is in the second or the third trimester, or even an infant loss, or would you prefer it's in the earlier stage? The fact that you're saying this to a pregnancy loss victim doesn't sit well with them, and therefore just ask about such statements and about such comments that really hurt pregnancy loss victim. And just on the same line, you also find somebody who might just say raised one person for the farm. Trying to tell them as much as they hadn't gone far along, it's better what you're trying to do, or thank God you don't keep this. No, that is a good thing. You may end up hurting this person you're trying to comfort them. And that's why it is important for us to just keep that in mind even as we're talking to a pregnancy loss victim and even sharing with them. Let's pick our words correctly. Let's choose our words correctly. When we just talk to somebody, be mindful. Choose your words wisely, choose your words correctly, and know what to say, when to say, and how to say it. Otherwise, it will be very relevant for you to talk to somebody in such a manner, thinking that you're trying to comfort them or even offer support to them. Even so, on the same days, on the same line, you could find yourself maybe telling somebody that you'll be fine in a few days. And as much as that sounds okay, there is no validation in somebody going through pregnancy loss, or somebody who's grieving, you just telling them they will be fine in a few days. You don't know how much it took for them to go through this loss, and you just telling this person that they will be fine in a few days. It's like you are not even understanding, you're not even imagining the grief they are going through or what they are experiencing, and therefore you just feel like they will be fine in a few days. As much as that is the truth, at this point when somebody is grieving, they don't find refuge, they don't find comfort in this, and therefore it is very relevant for you to just think about telling somebody the grief they are going through, they will be fine in a few days. Well, you don't know, that is everyone's wish, but the fact that you have not experienced a pregnancy loss, or even if you have experienced, you are already a victim, you don't just tell somebody they'll be fine in a few days. Find a better way of just saying that without using the words that will do better in a few days. On the same line, I've also encountered people who have even told myself that you can try again. Well, do you know what it means to just experience a pregnancy loss, and even in the healing process be thinking about trying to conceive again? You know, at this point, this pregnancy loss victim is just feeling like, I wish I had my baby. I wish I could bring my baby home. The baby that they had is the baby they are currently looking for. And you're just telling them that they can try again. It is not in the right approach. It's not the right words for you to tell somebody. As much as they will try again, think about it in this manner. Assuming they just lost like several pregnancies, and maybe they're feeling like, I just need time off, and you're telling them they can try again. Whether it's their first pregnancy loss or they have gone through multiple losses, it is inappropriate for you to just tell somebody they can try again. Trying again is not in the mind of anyone who is just going through, because at this point all that matters is the baby they had, and they're just trying to process the loss they are going through, what they're experiencing at the moment, and there you are just trying to tell them they can try again. As much as that is true, at this point, would you just let somebody grieve in peace without throwing in words and statements that will end up hurting them? In the same dimension, speaking of multiple pregnancy losses, I have encountered victims who have gone through multiple pregnancy losses. They have lost several pregnancies, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, name them, all those losses. You know, it's very, very heartbreaking to interact with someone who has just gone through multiple pregnancy losses. And here you are, maybe the statement that just comes in when you are trying to empathize with somebody who has gone through pregnancy loss severally, you just telling them, what if they don't try? What if they stop trying? What if they never think about getting pregnant? You know, the statement sits okay when you're trying to tell somebody, maybe because you're feeling the pain they have gone through, you're feeling like they have suffered enough, you're feeling like maybe getting a baby home is not their cup of tea, it is not something they would have done, and therefore you think by just telling them, what if they never tried again, you think you're trying to offer a solution. But in the real sense, what you're doing is you're trying to hurt this person, because for a pregnancy loss victim, and I said, like, the last time I interacted with somebody, they were just saying, regardless of the pregnancy losses you have gone through, there is hope in trying again. And for a mother or a victim who's gone through pregnancy loss, it is very inappropriate for you to tell them that they stop trying again, because for them the only hope, or they still keep the hope alive of getting another baby. And here you are just maybe telling them, what if they don't try again? You know, every mother, every African mother, or every mother that I know, they keep hoping that they will get a baby in time, and you telling them, what if they stop trying again, will do more damage, will do more harm than you think it is doing good, or it's going to help solve a problem or a solution. Maybe you are trying to put yourself in their shoes and just imagining, what if they never stopped, or what if they give up the dream of having a baby. And for mothers who are experiencing multiple pregnancy loss, the weight of having a baby is even much more weightier than just going through the pregnancy loss. And for them, until they can bring another baby home, they will keep trying, they will keep attempting again, in the hope that they will get a baby and carry home an alive baby. So the fact that you're telling a mother that maybe they should stop trying, it does more harm than it could be reassuring to this mother or this father who has just gone through multiple pregnancy losses. And finally, just on the same, we also have interacted with people who have who tell you like, what if you did something you were not supposed to do? You know, then maybe you shouldn't, or maybe you would have. Sometimes we come in with suggestions thinking we are trying to help these pregnancy loss victims. I've interacted with pregnancy loss victims, and you know, most of them say they feel guilty that they went through a pregnancy loss. Maybe because their bodies betrayed them, maybe because they did something that they should have never done. And you just coming to put that into their face, you are trying to just remind them you are guilty of doing this, or you are actually condemning them for something they did that maybe would have been an issue to them or would have been a problem to them. Maybe if they avoided, of course, they would have brought this home. But the fact that you're just telling them maybe you didn't what you shouldn't have done, you know, in such cases, it could be more heartbreaking, it could be more disappointing and even frustrating to just tell a pregnancy loss victim such statements. So therefore, let's not think about what they did or what they didn't do. In such cases, it would actually damage them more than you think. That brings us to the end of today's video and a series of the statements that hurts pregnancy loss victim. I don't know if you feel like I have left something out, you my viewer. Maybe I've gone through pregnancy loss and somebody said something to you that you feel like it broke your heart, it did more damage to you. I request that you engage with us in the comment section. Just drop a comment. Let us know what maybe you picked or when you are trying to heal from pregnancy loss. And to the society, I request that we be careful, we be mindful, let's be sensitive with the statements we make, even as we try to confront pregnancy loss victims. Until next time, it's a goodbye from us.